Hi everybody, this is Gail. I am going to show you how I do a sublimation tumbler. I already have one that's all done, all taped up and ready to go, but we're going to go ahead and we're going to tape up another one because I can do two at a time in the oven. So let me go ahead and get that started and I'll show you what I do. Okay, so this is the tumbler. Oop, it's got something plastic on there. We'll take that off. Just make sure everything looks good. No gouges. The lip feels smooth. And the inside, it's all stainless steel. It's going to keep the drinks, extra hot or cold depending on how you want to use it. Okay, this is the design that we're going to do. This is my Thank You for Being a Friend from the Golden Girls character. I just love it. I'm getting ready to make ones that are going to have individual person and that name, and then we can put someone's name on there, so it would be like, Gail, thank you for being a friend, and you can give that as a gift. I thought that would be adorable. So we're going to go ahead and do that. So the biggest thing, my biggest fear, is I put it on upside down. You got to have the words backwards mirrored so that it will come out correct on the cup. So I'm just going to lay that down, and then I'm going to lay my cup on top of it. And then you just wrap, got glitter on here, sorry guys. You're just going to wrap the paper around. You want to try to get it as tight as possible, but I don't fuss with it too much. My big thing is to make sure the ends are level, even across. And then I just take some tape, and I do try to pull it across, so hopefully it tightens it up a little bit more, and that will hold it. Of course, I made it too long. I don't think it really matters. I have a white background on this one here, so it's not like I'm trying to get a full color bleed. I guess if it was a full color bleed, I would want that more down toward the bottom. So I'm just going to leave it that way and tape it over. Okay, so now what I do, I've got this seam right here, so I'm going to tape that down. We're trying to create a airless, as tight as possible seam. And then tape that down inside the cup to help hold that down. Okay, so now I've got that down, I've got it pretty tight. I mean, I don't feel anything squishy or wobbly or anything like it's loose. So now I'm going to help fold this over. And even if it's a white background, I still tape over the top and the bottom. Try to stretch it, get a little wrinkly on the top. That helps fold it over and hold it down. And then all the way. Okay, now we're going to do the bottom. Trying to keep everything in focus there. I'm sorry if it goes out of order, out of area. This is my first time doing a demonstration, so it'll be interesting to see, and I'll learn from this one and move forward. And then I push down on that as well because I want to try to seal that tape as best as I can. Okay, so now the next part is called shrink wrap. I don't know if it's only a particular kind of shrink wrap that you can use, but this is the one I have. By the way, I get my cups from Condi. I got my shrink wrap from Condi. Not quite sure, I don't remember off the top of my head where I got my paper from. Now I bought the size that was appropriate for the mugs that I use, the tumblers. I got some bigger ones too. They'll work, but I have had some troubles with those because I guess I don't get them always tight enough. So basically you're just going to slide that shrink wrap right over top. Going to leave a little bit area for the overhang on both ends. I'm going to do it here too. Okay, then all I'm going to do is take my heat gun and tighten this down. So I'm going to pause you real quick and go do that. Okay, I'm back. It's a little bit on the warm side. So want to make sure that this all gets very, very tight. You don't want to have any little bubbles. So like here you see where I put the tape, it's really sunk down on top of that tape. That's good. That's what you want. But if you were to have a little line or something over in here which has an air pocket, then that's not going to get the pressure that you need in order to get a good seal. Let's take a look at the other one here. And there's where I had it taped and stuff, and so yeah, it looks pretty good. So I'm going to go ahead and go throw this in the oven. Now I use a new wave oven because that's what I use when I do my reborn dolls. It only goes up to 350 degrees. So I put these in there laying down, you know, just like that on the rack so that the air circulates all around it. And then I turn it on for 8 minutes. Fingers crossed I continue to not have any troubles at this. So I'm going to again pause you and I'll be back when they're done. Thank you. Okay, we are back. They've baked for the 8 minutes in the oven. And then what I do, excuse this towel, it's very, very hot. So I take my little X-Acto knife and I'm going to push a little on the hard side, but I'm going to go down pretty much hopefully in a straight line. We're just trying to cut through the shrink wrap, not through all the paper. Then I catch the bottom of it and I pop it so that I can do this. Some people make it look so easy, and oh my gosh, other people, it's just, to me, it's just forever. Basically, you're taking the shrink wrap off. Hot. Okay, then I take this and I splice this. I'm just trying to take that yellow tape off. If I go backwards, it all comes off in one piece. And then I want to undo the center. It's very hot inside, so be careful. And then I just pull it down. And then same thing with the bottom. Try to pull all that in one piece, so that's good. And I take my knife underneath the paper, and I splice that yellow tape if it will. Sometimes it's heat resistant tape. It's a special tape. Sometimes it doesn't want to come off, so then I just grab the edges. Okay, now this is the white one. So there they are. Blanche, Dorothy, Rose, and Sophia. Thank you for being a friend. Okay, I'm going to set that one aside. We're going to do the other one real quick because I want to show you the color on this one. This glove I'm wearing, it's just a regular glove. It helps me. I've tried to do the heat gloves. I can't find one that fits my hands comfortably. Pinches and things like that. So try to make do with what I have without going too much damage. Okay, so now pull this one up. Slice all that off. Ouch, still hot on the inside. I don't know if you caught a peek. Okay. And look at that, the pink one. Okay, so again, we've got them all. I don't see any wayward black. I don't see any bubble holes that didn't get their thing. This is my seam. I've tried everything I can think of to get rid of the seam, but I ended up leaving white on these cool ones, so I just go ahead and say, forget it, there's going to be a seam. And there you go. So I hope this helps. I don't know what other people are doing that causes so much troubles, and I feel so bad for them. But I thought if they could see what I do, sometimes visually it helps better than trying to talk to someone through something. So that's actually not so hot anymore. So there's my 2 tumblers, and they're going to go in the mail today to 2 lucky new mommies. And thank you for watching. Take care.